BAMBiz presents Elder Law Growth, the podcast that helps elder law and estate planning attorneys attract clients without wasting time or money. I'm your host, Jim Blake. Let's dive in.
Hey everyone, I'm Nicole and welcome back to the Elder Law Growth Podcast. Last month on the podcast, we had Geoff Hoatson from Family First Firm on the show, and you guys really seemed to enjoy that one, so we thought, what better time to drop one of those popular sessions from this year's Estate Planning and Elder Law Marketing Summit that we held earlier this year in Orlando. In this episode, you'll hear Geoff team up with our own Jason Navarro and talk all about incorporating AI into your law firm. Super practical stuff that had a lot of people talking at the summit. We're really excited to share this with you. Enjoy.
What's up, everyone? How's everyone doing today? Everyone awake? Yeah? Love it. I'm going to need water for this because I'm going to be talking a lot. So it's me, Jason. I'm head of growth here at BAMBiz. I have my awesome friend, Geoff, here. Geoff, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Cool, sure. My name's Geoff Hoatson. I'm the founding attorney and CEO over at the Family First Firm, 60-person law firm here in Orlando.
Awesome. And so today the goal is, why AI? Why should I be using it? I hear it all the time. I don't know how to use it. What's the value of it? And so the goal today is to teach you guys a little bit about why you should be implementing it at your firms. And I have Geoff here who's been implementing it at his firm, so that's going to be awesome to hear some showcases of that. But this is the agenda. AI is now, which it is. Just to define that, these glasses that I'm using to record you guys right now, they have AI in them. My Tesla drove me 2 hours from Punta Vedra, Florida down to here, and I use it literally all the time. It allows me to be more productive and just get more value out of my day, essentially. And so we'll talk about now, we'll talk a little bit about security ethics and ROI. Return on investment is probably my favorite part of that. I want to showcase Grace, something I set up pretty quickly, which is something that every firm could probably use right now. An AI receptionist. You guys will all be able to trial it here. So after this, not right now, but after this, you'll be able to call a number, try it out, see what it's like, see if it's something that is better or worse than what your firm has to offer. Then we'll talk about easy to implement AI solutions. Then we'll go into custom GPTs for law firms, real world AI success stories. That's Geoff because he's awesome at that. And then I'll talk about how to automate marketing. Essentially, I'm a hype man, so I'm just going to keep hyping this guy up. And I'm essentially going to talk about like how our clients essentially get to automate out their marketing through our marketing essential service that we have. And then at the end, I want to answer your guys' questions. This time around, when that cube is going around, I want you guys to ask these questions. Bother me today, because if anyone knows AI, it's this guy out of anyone else in this room, essentially. So to start off, why is AI now? Geoff, do you want to kind of touch a little bit on that?
Sure. Caught me off guard with it. I wasn't expecting to start so early.
Yeah.
So, the landscape is changing very rapidly. And the stuff that you may have had experiences with AI even a year or two ago are drastically different these days.
Yep.
We'll probably touch, I don't remember the exact order of the slides, but I can tell you that it's even getting to the point now AI can do for you, not just provide information or, converse with you and try to help you understand things. Now it can actually start accomplishing tasks for you. That's something that I use a little bit that we'll talk about. Not really so much in the firm, but that's the direction that these things are heading. And that's truly like, what everybody has always wanted out of AI. The Her movie, does anyone remember that with Scarlett Johansson, where her voice and is Joaquin Phoenix, is that right? I might be making that up. Anyway, literally everybody loved it. But, she's doing stuff for him, and that's, the direction that this is heading. We'll get pretty close.
Oh yeah, that is a good movie. I actually know it now. It hit me.
Good. Yeah.
So essentially, yeah, it's being used by many businesses right now. Every software solution you're probably going to be using this year is going to be incorporating or has already incorporated AI into it. And so I think the biggest challenge for a lot of people is I don't know where to start. And I think what you need to eliminate is this whole, you hear it all the time, like you need to be a prompt expert or something of that nature. What you really need to be doing is just being a little bit more transparent. Ask better questions, essentially. That's all it is, guys. Just ask better questions. So when you ask, I see people get frustrated sometimes. So they'll use ChatGPT. We'll use that as an example. And they'll put in a simple prompt. Like, let's say I want to buy a law firm in Orlando, Florida. And then that's the prompt. And this is the law firm. And then they hope for like a solution to that. Well, the solution it's giving you is essentially what the AI, what ChatGPT, the most powerful tool in the world, how it would do it. But you guys aren't ChatGPT. We're not that. We're humans. We're okay people most of the time. And so what you really need to be doing is you need to define out your question really well. Like you need to say, this is my goal. These are my strengths. This is what I can do. And then these are the list of things I cannot do. And then you're going to be very specific with what you guys can do. It's hard. I know you have to be a little transparent about who you are as a person. But if you want a solution to a problem that you have, you need to be the person that's acting on these instructions that it's given you, essentially. And so if you are very vulnerable on there and then you give it a time frame, I'm looking to get this done tomorrow, I'm looking to get this done in a week or whatever, and then you put that much time into your prompt and then put it into the system, you're gonna get answers that you guys can actually act on. And that's the secret, that's it, guys. I mean, presentation over literally whatever problems you have in the world, if that's what you could do every single time, spend a little bit of time in your prompt, you're gonna get the results that you want. And then you just have to find the AI solution tool for the specific problem. Some are better than others, right? You have ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude. Oh my God, there's so many. Perplexity.
Rock.
There's so many, right? And then at the end of the day, if you're looking to find which one's gonna be the best solution for you, you just prompt out whatever tool you're using right now to give you that feedback, essentially. But we're gonna go from that to, what's me here? Security, ethics, and ROI. So like, I hear a lot of people that are so concerned about like the security aspect of it. Like, should I be putting clients' information in there? No, you guys should not be doing that right now. Like, you guys could be using this for a lot of other things. Like if you're looking for opportunities, where should you be hosting your next workshop from? Use it for that. If you're looking for like a blog post for my website and I'm looking for this ideal avatar of a client, or I don't even know what type of client I'm looking for, you know, put that in there. Have it give you those solutions. Or like if you're looking for, I don't know, Matt, where's Matt? Matt, can I get a box to Matt real quick? Is that something we could do? So I did this during lunch break. He came to the AI table. I thought this was actually really cool. So Matt, you don't have to go into too much specifics if you don't want to, but if you could just tell them what I just emailed you.
Okay, hey everybody, I'm Matt. We're Miley Law Office in Windsor, Colorado. So my question was, I ran across a 84-year-old attorney who wanted to retire. Just recently decided that dying at his desk was not a good exit plan. And I wanted to know if I wanted to open up an office in another city. I was talking with Jason, and he was saying, well, you know, let's just ask AI, because it'll know, right? And just basically went into this diatribe, like he's telling you, setting up all these prompts, and gave ages of who the clients would be, who we're trying to get, where the presentations would be given, where the free places were around the place that we needed to find, the costs of square footage and things in Fort Collins. Basically everything you'd want to know as an investor in buying another law firm, and who the competitors were and all those kind of things. And it stumped A&I for a little while. But it came back and asked some clarifying questions, which at this point, I don't remember all of them, but they were good. It narrowed
You got a
the
good
search
email.
a bit.
That's what you got.
Yeah, I got an email, and it's quite long. But it came back, and I just started browsing it, and it was pretty amazing with things like, well, you know, the place you're looking isn't where the people have the most medium income. It's actually a place, you said to go within 5 miles, but it's actually a place that's 10 miles away, that all the people there have a higher income than the place you're looking. Also, there's a place you're looking, because of the local state college, has a lot less of the population that you're looking for, a lot younger and things like that, which also is why they have a lot less money. And then it said the place where I'm at was the second highest in the state. So it didn't say why the heck you want to move, but you know, you're getting the idea. So I just looked at this thing, and I think you talked to it and asked questions for maybe 3 minutes.
Yeah, just 3 minutes, guys. I spent 3 good minutes. Like, essentially, he defined out a problem for me. And I was like, as an opportunity guy, my goal in life is, my mom is in the crowd right now. I love her to death. growing up as a kid, and she's even seen this since I was a kid, it was always like, how do you be more efficient with your time? How do you get more results with little time? I've always prided myself on that. Like, that's always my focus. It's because I'm a lazy guy, guys. I'm just going to be transparent. I just want to have a choice of what I want to do every day. That's just kind of what I do. I was a big nerd growing up as a kid. And so when AI came out, I was like, I'm gung-ho. This is it. This is the solution, the thing I've been waiting for a long time. That's going to make me double, quadruple, quintuple more productive in half the time. The stuff that I've wanted always in life. Instead of having to go out there and learn from mentors and get the information and look for it all the time, now I have the solution. I just need to be an implementer now. I just need to know how to ask the right questions and just act. And so if you are an actor, which you are, you guys all started your firms. That required a lot of effort. You guys have existence. You guys are making decisions all the time. You have employees underneath you guys. You guys are implementers. So at this point, you just need good instructions, and you just need to be a little bit vulnerable sometimes. But now you don't have to like do small talk with people in the crowd. If you don't want to do that, if you're an introvert, and some people are, then at the end of the day, what you can do is just really think about your problem and just spend a good amount of money. The tool that he used was like a $200 version of ChatGPT, but my God, that's like the best $200 ever. I mean, he would have spent who knows how much time on drinks and people and time to find out that information, essentially.
Yeah, I'm thankful. I had to fly to Florida to do it.
Minus the cost
good.
of travel. Well, we could have done that on Zoom, though.
And now I know all my major competitors. It gave me a list of those as well. So, I mean, it really
You were number one, though.
kind of mind-blowing. Yeah.
You're number.
Thanks,
But anyways,
Jason.
so that's touching on the ROI, right? That's my biggest, my thing I love the most. It's like, how do I get the most for my effort? And Geoff, he's doing that. He's doing that really well. And so it's going to be cool in this journey, essentially, to see how this stuff is being implemented. But here's another thing that I've built out that's kind of cool. Again, at the next slide will be the phone number. Not everyone call it at the same time, please. It could overload it. This is something that we're working to implement for our clients as well. It's no promise, no commitment yet on when it's going to launch, but this is something that soon, hopefully maybe in the near future, our clients can have as well. But I called her Grace, and look, in my job, I do a lot of follow-up. I do a lot of people that inquire about Bambus. I have to reach out to them. And I can't tell you enough, when I call the firms, the decision makers, or the gatekeepers, those gatekeepers at some firms, they are the most important people at your firm. They're the first voice, and some of them are just really bad. And so it gives a negative impression to a lot of people in your community, essentially. And so I was like, and they're probably not capturing the people's information, and it's almost impossible to do that, be a good people talker, and at the same time, also, thank you, Nicole, and also essentially like take notes. That's like super hard. There's a way to do that. Most CRMs, like if you're making outbound calls or people are calling internally, you have transcripts of the call log essentially. You could, in theory, take that transcript, put it into ChatGPT and get those summaries, but that's extra effort. I said, let's skip that. Let's just make an AI receptionist that you can call. So what you're gonna see is me, excuse the mess. I did it, I wanted to showcase, I used ChatGPT to give me a random scenario. I'm just a person that's calling a law firm. And so what you're seeing is me prompting ChatGPT with a role play. I'm gonna role play whatever it tells me, and I'm calling Grace. So Grace was not prompted on these instructions. How do you do the thingy? Do I just hit? Thanks, Geoff. I love you, man. Hey. Oh, the audio. Is there no audio? Aww. Oh, that's right. We have it muted. Aww.
Hi, my name is Jason, and I'm calling because my dad recently had a stroke, and we're realizing he never put any sort of estate plan in place. He's in rehab right now, but his condition has really declined, and we're worried about what happens next. I'm his oldest son, and I'm trying to help my mom navigate everything, but we don't even know where to start.
I'm so sorry to hear about your dad's condition, Jason. It's completely understandable that you and your mom are feeling overwhelmed right now. Can you tell me a little more about what's worrying you the most about your dad's situation and what you hope to achieve by getting a state plan in place?
Yeah, we're really concerned about his finances and medical decisions. He's still mentally aware, but we're not sure for how long. He's never set up a power of attorney or anything like that. My mom is overwhelmed, and we don't want to make any mistakes that could hurt us down the line. I guess my question is, What should we be doing right now? Is it too late to set up documents like a power of attorney or a living will? We really need to figure this out as soon as possible because we don't know what's going to happen with his health. Can you help me with this?
I completely understand the urgency of your situation, Jason. It's great that you're taking proactive steps to ensure your dad's finances and medical decisions are taken care of. While I'm not able to provide legal advice, I can definitely help you get connected with one of our attorneys who specializes in estate planning. They can guide you through the process and help you understand your options. Can I get your contact information so we can schedule a consultation at your earliest convenience?
Yeah, my name is Jason.
Great, Jason, I've got your name. Can you please share your phone number and email address with me so I can pass that along to our team and we can reach out to you to schedule a consultation?
Yeah, it's 407-278-5968. Don't be calling me, guys.
Okay, Jason, I've got your phone number. Can you please share your email address with me?
Yeah, it's jason@bambiz.net. That's B as in boy, A, M as in Mary, B as in boy, I as in iodide, C as in zebra. Bad habit, I got a weird last name. Hello?
I'm here, Jason. I just want to make sure I get your email address correct. You said it's jason@bambiz.net, right?
Yes.
Okay, Jason, I've got all your contact information. I'm going to go ahead and pass this along to our team, and someone will reach out to you soon to schedule a consultation. Is there anything else you'd like to share, or any questions you have before we wrap up?
No, that'll be all. Thank you so much. So,
Jason, I'm really glad we could connect today. You'll hear from us soon, and we'll do our best to support you and your family during this challenging time. Take care, and have a great day. Goodbye.
Bye. So thanks guys. Yeah. So 24/7, by the way, that works 24/7. Someone could call at midnight and it would answer that way. It could speak in Spanish. So for some of my Spanish speakers, it'll speak in Spanish. I wanted to do an example of that, but I didn't want the presentation to go too long. You could try that though. When you have the number, you could trial it. I just prompted it. I was like, be the best estate planning and elder law receptionist for a firm. Be empathetic, listen, don't interrupt, guide them through their journey, but hear what their problems are and just reassure them that you can be that solution for them and that you want to collect their information because you guys want to follow up with them. This system can make outbound calls as well. So I could take an entire list. So let's say I have a workshop that has like 30 people. I can dump that entire lead pool in there and it will go down and call every one of those people and just confirm and follow up with them. Now, guys, I know you guys are all like, what? That's a thing? Yeah, this is a thing. This is like right now technology, low effort. I mean, I'm a pretty smart guy, but super, super low effort in implementing this and getting it out. Now it's just thinking about how to scale this idea. That's the challenge right now, right? And so
just to draw a quick,
whoops.
Probably need to, okay.
I got it.
Okay, cool. One thing I was going to touch on with that is we currently use, so we have 5 in-house intake people, and we have overflow with a company that has AI in the name but does not use AI. And they have live receptionists. And we have 3 one-star reviews on our Google page directly due to these receptionists being rude, disrespectful, having bad days, basically. But you know who doesn't have bad days? AI.
Yeah.
It's never going to insult somebody, hang up on them, which we have had employees of this company do. Also, just an important thing I just want to touch on, because you're thinking like, this has to be prohibitively expensive. The company we're currently using charges us $9 a call. This company is 9 cents a minute, and they bill by the second. So we're in the process of building this out as well to be our overflow and after hours reception.
And so that's the phone number, guys. So if you want to try it out later, essentially it's this 904-906-5771. You could trial it on your own time. Don't all call at the same time. I have limitations. What was that? I will hear you guys. If you guys want to connect with me, it's smart enough to connect with a live agent. So if you say, can you connect me with your creator on that demo, it'll actually connect with me. It'll forward your call to me, which is pretty cool as well.
That is important. It won't lie and say it's a person. So if somebody asks, it is going to say, no, I'm an AI agent, just because I know there are people who are concerned about that.
Yeah, but oh my God, wouldn't you wish like your current vendors, like, oh my God, like your internet providers, your electric providers, those people that prompt 1, prompt 2. I call some law firms that it's like a journey before I talk to anyone. It's like, hit 1 and then hit 10 and then hit 3 and then you're finally going to connect with us. It's like, if you do that, people are not going to go through that journey at all. You got to keep it simple, guys. Business is all about making things super, super simple. I'll take some questions, I guess. Let's have some fun with this. I was gonna save Q&A at the very end, but there's gonna be a million questions at the end. So let's get through some of these right now.
Thank you. Would AI Grace or whoever the AI receptionist would it be able to acknowledge like if the caller is interrupting it and kind of shifting ears, or is it just robotic in the line expecting for the caller to answer its question and only its question?
No, so the cool thing, when you guys try it, please interrupt it. You can interrupt it. When you interrupt it, it'll just stop, and then it'll listen to what you're saying, and then it will respond. And then if you continue to interrupt it, it'll pause. Yeah, its goal is never, I instructed it to not essentially ever interrupt the user. It's always to be quiet, listen. The only time this solution right now will not work is, but most of your people don't call like in the middle of the subway or in a super loud area. Most people are calling from their homes, right? They're calling from a nursing home. Your demographic of people are calling from a quiet place. Ideal for this, because if it was like a loud area, this would actually not do as well. It's challenging because it's hearing those noises and thinking these are interruptions, so it's just gonna be quiet the whole time.
And to touch on that, we had our team go through and be difficult. One of the things that's being asked to do is get contact information. And so then we have people saying, well, I don't want to give you my contact information. And with real people, they get frustrated. Their tone starts to change. These AI, it still is friendly, it's positive, it's helpful. And it continues to gently persist in getting the contact information.
Yeah.
So, it is very neat because it can handle difficult clients, I think, or difficult calls. Not better than any person, but probably better than a lot of people do.
And the cool thing is it's capturing information the whole time. So like at the end of the call, when it's over, when you guys use it, I will know what you guys are asking. I have a transcript. I know everything you guys are saying. I know a summary of the conversation. If I don't want to listen to the whole transcript, I have it. So I built out essentially a summary for this tool where it's effective. These are the high level things that I care about from this conversation. And it will, every call, it will say like, this was answered, this wasn't answered, this is missing. And then it will also tell me like, this is someone you should respond back to immediately, or probably not an important person, like a spam call or something of that nature. So it even knows that. So it'll know like, hey, this is someone that you need to urgently call. They need a consult like right now, and they want a human person to connect with them. Or, it's just, you can read this summary and it's probably like spam or whatever.
And if they're super difficult clients, you don't want that client.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's easier as well.
One quick follow-up to that. As an example, our office does criminal, but we also do estate planning. And the idea is with estate planning, you're pre-scheduled, right? Because you're going to meet, you're going to sit down with somebody. With criminal, the idea is if they're calling, they need you.
Yeah.
So get to the attorney. Is there any way to train this AI receptionist to know that if they're calling for the criminal attorney, that it should be immediately transferred?
Yeah, so like you can have it in its knowledge base, tell it like if you feel like the conversation's leaning towards that, to just like prompt, hey, would you like to connect with someone live at our office right now on this matter? And then you would say yes, and then it would just like connect directly to the office main line number. And if you have like a roller dial, like essentially it will just like connect with the first person at the practice essentially. But the great questions. Hello, Angela.
Hello. So, I don't know, I was dazed out on the first part of your talk. So, circle back. Did you say, so this Grace, this is something Bambiz offers, or are you just talking about AI as a tool and you have a place that we can go and find this Grace person?
This is something that like actively I'm like, we're working towards that. The difficulty is like every firm is very different, and how do you scale this solution for a lot of practice areas? We're still navigating through that part of the journey essentially, but it is something in the works. For you guys here, you guys will be if you guys are really interested, just let us know. We want you guys to be the first ones to have access to it. It's not live yet for clients, but I'd love to just get the feedback from you guys. If that's something you guys want, just either call the number so I know you're really interested, or just shoot us an email. Or if you're a client of ours, you know how to reach us as well. But that is something that eventually we do want to roll out for all our clients. I just can't give you a timeline just yet, because if we're going to roll it out, we want to make sure that it's good to go. Yeah.
Just real quickly on integrations. Within that, we got, hey, can I get your information? We'll have an attorney call you. I assume you could get it to a point where like they can pull up a calendar and schedule a call back so that you could really.
Jeff knows more about that. Yeah.
Yeah, so absolutely. I've been working with it. If you work with something that has an open API, Lawmatics is what we use. I think I've been on that since 2018. Yeah, it can integrate. It can actually schedule. Scary, which we don't want it to do, it can actually pull through and like could, if you wanted to, answer questions based on the note. We don't want that.
Right.
But
Yeah, you don't want
you
that.
know, and so I, when I was talking with the company, I'm like, ooh, can we make sure that doesn't happen? They say, yeah, absolutely. So that's the good thing. But yeah, but in answer to your question, yes, absolutely, it could actually schedule. They said, now I don't know that I would want it doing this. They could even take payment if you have paid consultation. I wouldn't want that, but they said that they could do it.
You don't want that. Yeah, I would be super concerned about that aspect of it just yet. But I mean, honestly, again, the point is that you're the person that's answering the phone at your firms is the first voice that most people hear from your firm. And so if that person is not energetic, not empathetic, doesn't want to be there, it's just doing it because that's the only person you can hire right now. You can't find good workers. I don't know. I've heard it all at this point. The reasons why you can't have a good person answering those phones. This eliminates that for you guys. And again, it will beat out minimum wage anywhere in the world, essentially. It doesn't, yeah.
Last question.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we can get to more about
Yeah,
it.
well,
Sure we're able to
yeah, I
get
want to make sure we stay on time, but yeah, last question. You're good.
Okay. Can there be like a feature to where like if it's like someone screaming at it to talk to a human being that you can just like press 4 so you can be transferred to like a human?
Oh, so you're saying like if it's like yelling at the tool itself?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have it so like if it feels like it's a very aggressive call, to either like to try to cool the situation down, and if not, to just like again forward that person to a live person. And then I
So
guess if you have someone at your firm that's really good with dealing with those people, then that would be the person that it connects the person
Yeah.
to.
So the problem wouldn't like isn't really the person, but like the ability to be able to speak to someone in the call if someone doesn't like speaking to like a robot.
Yeah, you can have it say like I can tell it like at the very beginning of the call, this is a very smart AI receptionist, but if you'd rather not talk to this and rather talk to someone at the firm, there might be some wait times or something of that nature. But yeah, just let us know and we can immediately connect you.
Okay.
And the tool can do that essentially, which is pretty awesome.
For sure. I will say that, where Jason lives AI, I don't. I use it a lot in my practice, but I still believe that the best thing you could possibly have is a live person answering your phone when they call.
Oh, yeah.
And somebody that you can train to be, and hopefully you don't even have to train them. They are empathetic and caring and welcoming, and they create a great first impression because I absolutely believe that the sale starts when that person picks up the phone.
Yep.
And we have had multiple people. So for those of you, there's probably a few people in the audience that know, my wife works with me and she answers the phones along with 4 other people. She's amazing on the phone. And there have been multiple people who've told her that they hired us because of the interaction they had with her. So I'm not a big believer in saying, yeah, I want to replace all my intake people with this.
Correct.
But when it's 9 o'clock at night and someone's freaked out and they're calling and they're not going to get anybody, this is better.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And they can scream and be upset about not being able to talk to a person in theory. But it's also it's unrealistic to expect that you're going to be talking to someone at 9 o'clock at night from a law firm. You don't call your doctor at 9 o'clock at night. You probably shouldn't call your lawyer. But the fortunate thing is someone is going to be there, able to handle that call, and hopefully schedule them with you so that you have an appointment the following morning or whenever it works for that client.
And I think the human person should be like those empathetic people that are on your team answering just the random mundane calls that a firm gets. Probably like, I don't know, I've heard different statistics, but like, let's just say a low number. Like, let's say 30% of the calls coming in are like not super valuable for the firm. They're not really going to convert to something. That could be something where this funnels that opportunity where I think that person is more leverage. Is going back to what Jim was talking about earlier today. When you follow up with those people that signed up for your workshop, for instance, that person that's going to be super empathetic and caring and listening and things of that nature, that person should be like taught, and something he didn't bring up, but I like to bring up a lot, is like, if that person hears an opportunity right there and then, instead of waiting for that person to go to your workshop, take them now. Like tell them like, hey, our attorney normally doesn't have an opening tomorrow, but are you free like at noon tomorrow? they have an opening on their calendar, we can definitely help you with your specific problem. It's just a 30-minute consultation or whatever. Get that person in-house. Like, have that person in that position do that kind of work instead of just randomly getting a call that might convert into traffic ultimately, right? And this can be that funnel, that initial funnel, before it gets to that person that's a killer person on your team, essentially.
For sure.
And so I wanted to showcase that because I know for a lot of people, they care about this stuff. And so again, I want you guys to trial it. It'll be live the entire session, even outside of this event, if you want to just show off to your partners at the practice or whatever. But it is something that we're hopefully soon implementing at scale. And then, oh my God, I could talk.
That's a wrap on another episode of the Elder Law Growth Podcast, your one-stop shop for all things marketing for elder law and estate planning law firms. Here you can find all of the tools and skills you need to market your own practice without wasting your time. If you like this podcast, please leave us a review wherever you're listening. And if you're ready to take the pressure off and let our team handle your marketing, visit bambiz.net and book a free call with us today.